All right, we are here with Virginia beat reporter Sam Blum, former Daily Orange sports editor, and we're going to ask him why Virginia might be winning the ACC championship right in front of us tonight. First thing, so many teams in the ACC have been upset this year, so many teams in college basketball, and Virginia just seems upset-proof. Why is that?
Well, I mean, they were upset one time against Virginia Tech, so they have at least fallen one time. But I mean, you know, they're always going to play. They're always going to be in every single game. Their defense will keep them in every single game. They pretty much always control, you know, the pace. And so the one time that they did lose was when they took a few too many three-pointers. I think it took 39 that game. And so since then, they've been a little more deliberate and, you know, making sure their offense doesn't always be too one-dimensional. So it's a good offense. It's a good defense. I don't think their offense gets enough credit but that's a big part of their success this season.
So Sports Illustrated had a big article on the pack line defense. I've had a little trouble understanding it myself. For some people who don't understand how this defense works, it's different. How does the pack line work?
Basically, I mean, if you want to know the principles of the pack line, it's basically that, you know, everybody stands within a certain, you know, perimeter on the key, and, you know, the only people that ever extend are the player that you're guarding. I'm sure I don't understand the pack line to the extent that a lot of these players do. I've heard that it's really difficult, and, you know, it's something you don't learn really for years. And if you look at other programs that have kind of brought it in, it takes them years to really develop it, and it takes kind of 5 guys all working at the same time to execute it. And that's who they've recruited, and that's why it's worked here. But you know, other programs around the country do it. You know, even like we look at Liberty University. That was Richie McKay, who's a former assistant at Virginia, and now they do it, and it's starting to work for them.
How important is the personnel of this system? Isaiah Wilkins was the Defensive Player of the Year this season. How has every guy come to fit within this system?
I mean, every player on this team really fits well. I think that's kind of why they recruit, you know, to those players. Very few of these guys will play in the NBA. They might get a couple looks, but you know, it's not an NBA type of defense or it's NBA type of offense. Really, it's kind of a 5 guys working together. As cliche as that sounds, it kind of works for Virginia.
So watching them here, they've had 2 stretches where they've held a team to no buckets for almost 10 minutes. Is that something they've been doing all year? Has that kind of been the mark of their wins?
Yeah, I mean, they have allowed. I don't think they've allowed more than like 75 points at any game. Maybe they might even be 68 actually in a game this season. I don't think they've allowed a single team to score that many. So yeah, I mean, it's a game of possessions, but really, I mean, when those possessions are each 30 seconds, you know, it can get you know, if a team doesn't make them a few times in a row, it can really go for a while. And yeah, so that's definitely been a big part of why they're been such a good defensive team.
So North Carolina is one of the better offenses in the conference. How do they match?
Yeah, no, North Carolina is really good. I mean, I think that they're going to be a great test, and you know, I'm excited to you know, see this game kind of play out tonight.
All right, that's Sam Blum, Virginia beat reporter, breaking down Virginia. We will see you after the game.